you are doing an event insight session on July 5th, and the
Yeah.
title of your talk is Event Planner Resume and Virtual Event Inclusion. Could you tell us a little bit about your talk that's coming up?
Yeah, so that one I'm like basically for that talk, what I'm going to do is a lot of event planners have their own companies, but sometimes there's some good event planning jobs, right? Like it's like, wow, I could work with a great company. I get to work on events because sometimes there's some events that you may have to work for Salesforce to work on Dreamforce, right? Like to be the vendor and something like that. So I'm going to share like an event planning resume, like what you need to do, how you need to highlight it, what you need to put on your resume. Then the addition is that what happened to our business was we lost a lot of business once in person came back. And look, it was to be expected. But just because in person is back, a lot of people don't realize that one of the big benefits of virtual events is inclusion. That I come across so many people, working parents, right? People with disabilities, people with all types of scenarios, or even introverts who, they prefer virtual events. And I find that when you only do physical events, you you leave out a big demographic. And sometimes it's just people who aren't local, right? Like there's some events I want to go to, but it's like, hey, I already went to an event last month. I can't afford. It's not even the price of the tickets. It's that for someone, when we work for ourselves, we can't afford to take those days off because that's time we could be doing client work. That's time we could be getting business. So a lot of people don't realize, like when I calculate, I'm like, okay, if I go to a 3-day event, let's say I average $500 a day, I'm losing out on $1,500. Now, if I spent money to go to an event, let's say I'm spending whatever hotel after you're spending 300 a day. So now there's three a day with food. Let's say with food and all that stuff, travel, Ubers, spending 300 a day. Now that's 900. So for us, we're losing out on 2,400. So now it's like you go to two events, 3-day events in a month. Now all of a sudden that's 5K that we're losing out on just due to how it works. That it's not that easy. So I always tell people like, hey, the virtual events allow you to build a stronger community and allow you to just deliver value to more people.